Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. I wasn't planning on posting a video tonight since I just posted one, but this is a very interesting story, so I wanted you guys to check it out. It gets a bit technical, but I'll try to explain it the best way possible. But in a nutshell, more strange things happening, or should I say surrounding, the mysterious continent of Antarctica. Now, it's no secret that I've posted many videos about this area of the Earth. If I had to guess, I'd say that Antarctica, well, in my opinion at least, this is one of the most mysterious, unknown, totally fascinating and anomalous parts of planet Earth due to the history of it, events that have happened surrounding it. We've been doing a lot of videos lately about not only the UFO sightings and happenings down at the bottom of our planet, what appear to be entrances to possible underground bases scattered amongst the mountainous terrain, but also these very mysterious energy waves that satellites have detected shooting from the icy continent over the Earth. And today's story has a very similar link to those strange energy beams that have been detected shooting out from Antarctica, only this time, what has been discovered coming out from underneath the ice may just shatter modern physics. And so, according to this new report here, which I'll link below, it's on Live Science and a few others, satellites as well as antennas and balloons, they have these, these weather balloons that float over the continent, have all discovered these bizarre unknown particles that are actually shooting up out from underneath, deep underneath the ice of Antarctica and out into space. And so according to this report here, it says, quote, "There's something mysterious coming up from the frozen ground in Antarctica, and it could break physics as we know it. Physicists don't know what it is exactly, but they do know that it's some sort of cosmic ray, a high-energy particle that's blasted its way through space into the Earth and back out again. But the particles physicists know about, which make up a collection of particles known as the Standard Model of particle physics, should not be able to do that. Now, we do know that there are low-energy neutrinos that can pierce through miles upon miles of rock unaffected, but the high-energy neutrinos, as well as other high-energy particles, have what are called large cross-sections, which means that they'll most likely always crash into something soon after zipping down into the Earth and will never make it out of the other side. And yet, since March 2016, researchers have been totally puzzled over two different events in Antarctica where cosmic rays did burst out from the Earth and were detected by NASA's Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna, or ANITA, which is a balloon-borne antenna drifting over the southern continent. And what this antenna does basically is designed to detect or hunt for cosmic rays from outer space. So scientists were truly puzzled and excited at the same time when they detected these particles that seemed to be blasting up from Earth instead of zooming down from space, because cosmic rays shouldn't do that. And scientists began to wonder whether these mysterious beams are made of particles never seen before. And researchers are now calculating that whatever these particles are that are shooting up from deep underneath the ice of Antarctica basically have a 1 in 3.5 million chance of actually being part of the Standard Model. And again, the Standard Model is basically a theory describing 3 of the 4 known fundamental forces in the universe, as well as classifying all known particles, which comes to exactly 17 elementary particles in the current model. Whatever this particle is, it's not in this model. It's something completely different. And one of the scientists have said, quote, "It was clear from the start that if the ANITA anomalous events are due to particles that had propagated through thousands of kilometers of Earth, then those particles were likely not Standard Model particles." And furthermore, it's also very interesting that it seems that this is only happening in Antarctica, which has a rich history of strange and anomalous events, not only UFOs, unknown bases, unidentifiable structures on the surface, but also mysterious energies coming from deep below the ice. If you guys remember, I did another video where there were these two gravitational satellites that were flying over Antarctica, and at one point, these satellites were actually pulled down by some sort of massive gravitational anomaly deep underneath the Antarctic ice. In other words, there is something extremely massive, so massive, in fact, underneath the ice that it actually changed the gravity, so that when these pair of satellites out in space actually flew directly over this area, the gravity from this, whatever this mass is underneath the ice, it actually pulled down on these two satellites. And so my question is, are these particles, and this is just speculation here, are they being sent back out towards space for some reason? Is there some sort of communication happening here? Because you heard from the scientists, this is not supposed to happen. They've never seen a particle that can actually come down from space, penetrate kilometers into the Earth, and then be sent back out into space at a high rate of speed. So this, the first thing that comes to my mind is this some sort of communication from something in space with something deep under the Antarctic ice? Is this some form of unknown communication or data transfer from a location to some unknown place out in space, or vice versa? Now, in the report, it's also interesting to note that the scientists talk about these, quote, unmapped properties in Antarctica. And that's interesting because there are areas that are actually forbidden for people to go in Antarctica. There are black sites, there are secret areas where there is a very heavy military presence, and for all we know, these particles or energy beams could be being sent to and from these areas, but again, only time will tell. So you guys tell me what you think. Yet again, more mysteries coming from the cold and mysterious continent. Put your opinions down below. I'll put the links to this down there as well. And again, I've been posting almost a video a day, and a lot of people are not being notified. People are finding out that they did have notifications and the little bell clicked on, only to find it turned off later on. And that can be seen on the view counts of my last couple of videos, but be sure to check back maybe once or twice every day for new videos. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you guys back in just a bit.